Alright, let's begin Ocarina of Time, and welcome to part 1. Yeah, I know that sounded horrible. So in this video, we're going to cover getting the sword, we're going to get the shield, and I'll explain a little bit of the controls leading up to the shield house. Alright. So, for this beginning segment, I decided to I'm going to let some cutscenes, most for the better part of the game, all of them play, and I'm going to try to go for about 80%. Going through this, I went and got a lot of things that I'm not going to say, but really proved to be a tremendous support in getting through this game. Now, I don't know if you're aware of it, but it was actually pointed out to me that the melody of this theme just happens to be the whistle from the original Legend of Zelda. So, if you're able to spot that out, good on you, because I certainly didn't. And that's sad, considering I'm a musician and went to college for 5 years. So, yeah, that's cool there, the pony going back. Yeah, I know I said pony, but I really meant horse. I'm gonna try not to say too much about what those things are, what the horse is, until a little bit later. I already set up a file, so here we go. I'm gonna do a little bit of voice acting here. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. And Gandalf. Yeah, I'm going to just do Gandalf. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. But there is one boy, however, who does not have a fairy. It sounds like someone having a seizure in their sleep. So, pay attention to this next few seconds of the scene there, because this plays a role later on in the game. But for now, we see a nice little girl, innocent little girl, being kidnapped by some big black knight with a tan, bald face. And Link's like, I don't believe what I'm seeing. I don't believe it. Navi? Navi, wherefore art thou, Navi? Come thither. Shakespearean. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces, even now, are mastering to attack Hyrule. For so long the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before the tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Go now, find our young friend, and guide him to me. Fly, you fools! The fate of the forest may be the world dependeth upon thee. This is kind of cool. Cool. Cute. However you want to swing it. And we go between these dude's legs. I don't know why that was set up like that. So we're looking from like Navi. Hello. Right now. We're looking through her eyes. She's kind of flying around to find Link. And she looks, and she looks, and she's like, oh, okay, wait, right here? Here? Yay! Oh, wrong way. You'd think that she must have been, like, just waking up or something. And so now we're in the bed chambers of young Link. It is, questionable to me as to how young Link came about, because there's not really much trace of him in the other games. But then again, I could be wrong. So, dedicated fans out there, you can quote me on that one if you'd like. Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Hey, Blake! Wake up! Yeah, that was a reference to something from Quantum Leap. Maybe it's because Christmas is just around the corner that I'm like quoting it randomly. You finally woke up. I'm Dobby, the fairy. The great Deku Tree have asked me to be your partner. From now on to meet your... Okay, I can't read, too small. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Right now. And the aerial view is kind of cool. It kind of looks like that little scene from Fantasia 2000, where everyone just sort of like runs around from like elevator to elevator, making it look like all New Yorkish and stuff. So here we are at Kokiri Forest, and we meet a Peter Pan-like girl. And those of you that think that there was never a female that played Peter Pan, well, you'd be wrong, because I found a series that does just that. Gotta like that cute little laugh. I have to wonder if like a real girl actually recorded that, because that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's talk briefly on the control setup. You got your C section. I don't mean to refer to pregnancies, but I say C section because there's 3 different ways you can like use the C. There's a left C, a right C, and a down C, basically. And you can do all sorts of things with them, which you'll find out a little bit later. And I try to lift the bushes, but I forget that I have a sword. So now we're gonna go. We go underneath this little tunnel here. You do need to go through here. It might be a little bit tough to find at first, but if you look around, you'll be able to find it. My girlfriend actually found this for me, and I was like, oh wow. So now we're going through some bushes. We're trying to look for rupees because the first part of the game, this first section calls for us to get the sword and the shield. We're going to have enough time to get the sword in this one. So here is... Oh my gosh. What is that? What could it be? It could be anything! It could be... the Kokiri Sword! Yeah, I gotta kind of like that little fanfare that leads up to the da-na-na-na. I'm not gonna lie, that fanfare was just awesome when I first heard it. It still is. So to equip it, you're gonna go into your main menu and then using the Z button, however you use the Z button, you just go right into the sword and you hit A to equip it. And then you use the B button to use it. So now we're going to just get this one rupee over here, and then we're going to just get out of here. And I should also point out that there are some vegetables you can slice that grow back and are most useful for getting life hearts and stuff like that. So right now we're going to be looking for more rupees and at least try to get to as high as 45. I mean 40, because you You'll see why in the next video. Yes, you can actually destroy the signs. It came as a shocker to me too, but I guess you could just like think of it as some sort of like a virtual reality or whatever. This is an important room. You can get rupees and hearts almost right away. Gotta love how Link just like kicks the treasure chest open with his legs there. I find that to be a bit comical. And as it says, you can get lots of rupees. I won't be getting that last one because it contains a heart, and I'm already like with life, so there's no point in getting that. Alright. So, the last thing I do is, well, you can actually, like, start bashing lots of bushes to find, well, basically those things. By accident, I somehow managed to get on top of this little thing here, only to discover just the other day you can get like 3 hearts up here. Nothing really indicated it to me, but that's alright. But that's not the main reason I went up there, but it was to get something else, but that's okay. It's quite alright. Because there is one other thing I had time to get. Oh yeah, automatically you can jump off the platforms by just hitting up. That's pretty cool too. So, there is a hidden rupee right back there that you can get. You just gotta love the water sounds. Alright, so that brings us to the conclusion of this first video. Next video we will be getting the shield, and we will be making, I'll show you Z targeting, and we'll hit the Deku tree.